Gars, ça a bugué. Du coup, j'ai lancé mon live un petit peu en retard. On a Oslo, bah Sniper. Les deux petits français. Kotazyt, il est pas mal aussi. Bah, No Hard et Kotazyt. Qu'on soutient, bien sûr. Ah oui, il y a aussi les Solari qui sont passés. J'avais pas lancé mon live encore. Du coup, bonne chance à eux. Et on est pour les Français, les gars. Les Français, quand même. Enfin, les Français. Et après, on est pour les Suisses, les Belges, tu vois. Kotazyt, franchement, il est pas mal. Il est très très chaud. Très très chaud, le gars. Après les autres je connais pas. Moi je connais juste bah Oslo, Bad Sniper, Kotazyt et No Hard qui sont là bien sûr. Sinon le reste je connais. Bien sûr. Voilà les gars, je pourrais pas vous tout dire. La team de mon Graal. Bah elle est stylée quand même la coupe. Les gars, je dis pas yo au gars qui est sur mon live parce que c'est bon. Totalement c'est moi. Pour regarder les coms, parce que là c'est mieux de vous afficher l'écran en entier plutôt que de le rétrécir déjà qu'il est pas très grand. Je vais monter un peu le son. On entend mieux, j'espère. Je vous ai dit que j'allais vous le caster, hein. Mais c'est qu'on pouvait pas le regarder pour l'instant en fait. Le solo, je sais pas si vous jouez le caste, mais peut-être. Peut-être la fin, je vais pas vous la caster, mais on verra. Là, c'est... Ah, il y en a des pas mal, hein. Il y a du niveau. Il y a du bon level, hein. Popopo. Ouais, il y a du beau monde là-dedans. Espérons que nos Français, hein, hyper fin. Les gars, je suis pas un très bon caster, du coup, je vous, comment dire, des fois je me tairais parce que je vous montre juste le gameplay parle pour moi quoi. Mais si je les connais, tu vois, je pourrais peut-être caler quelques trucs. C'est Storm, hein. Storm, il est chaud, Storm, hein. Airwax qui avait gagné la Pro-EM avec il était avec Grim, je crois, ouais. Il avait gagné, il avait bien géré. GG à toi, Airwax.
fantastic. Well, we're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of TSM fans here and all over the world. It's going to be a great day.
There you have it. Proof that it's not all about just grinding and playing all the way through. You got to do your barbecue. You got to take care of your body. Get those mismatches in. That's Zexo's story there. We'll see how they perform today. We've got one final group of duos to let on the floor.
Le groupe final, je crois. Oh, le Vato Skate. Il y a Skate et Vato. Po. Ah bah bien sûr, on est pour la team Skate Vato, la team le stream. Hein. Oh y'a Tugs. Putain, lui j'adore. Il fait trop rire. Et Skate et Kinstar, ils sont qualifiés, c'est les seuls qui sont qualifiés à la fois pour les duos et pour les solos. Chaud les gars.
저는 밍이라고 하고 이제 아시아에서 진출하였습니다. 저는 퍼즈라고 하고 아시아에서 진출한 사람입니다. 가장 좋은 성적을 내서 대체 선수로 뽑혀서 왔더니 이제 아시아에서 듀오 한 팀이 진출을 못해서 저희가 이제 좋은 기회를 얻게 되어서 이렇게 진출하게 됐습니다.
Le mec semble cuit. Non, je rigole. Non mais là, franchement, c'est pas intéressant les gars. Le solo les gars, je vous le casterai pas. Je pourrais pas. Les 100 plus chauds et tout. Allez, bon courage à nos Frenchies.
We are all so excited to see these two play, and honestly, to hear their songs, it's one of my favorite things when I watch these guys play. Now, competing online and competing at a LAN is two very, very different things, obviously. What is the preparation like going into competing at a LAN together?
Fireworks derrière qui fait un petit double. Ah mais lui, oh là là. Incroyable ce gars. Oh, je l'adore.
You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited to be here, and especially to see you guys play. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now, just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it. Enough from us talking. The 50 best duos in the world on the stage, competing for their share of $15 million ball. And I mean, 6 games away from winning $3 million to the top.
Just think about that. 6 games. And then we'll find out who is the best duo in the world.
6 games.
Hands down.
6 games, putain. 6 games.
We're gonna do that real soon.
Duos world champions will pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're gonna toss it on inside to kick the show off. You guys have a good one.
Posanté. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go les gars! Ah, le DJ. Ah, le trophée, il est magnifique. Il s'enflamme le DJ. C'est ouf. L'ambiance John Wick. Ils sont prêts. Pour ceux qui n'ont pas suivi, hier c'est Airwax qui a gagné la Pro AM. En fait c'était un joueur pro avec une célébrité. Et c'est Airwax qui a gagné. Le créatif, je sais pas c'est qui a gagné. Mais Airwax, il m'a fait trop rire. Genre il dit ouais la première game il gagne, il dit bon bah il y avait 98 bots quoi. Déjà blé. Puis à la fin quand il a gagné gros il s'est vanté, il a dit bon c'était facile. Il me fait trop rire ce gars. Ouais, New York City. Dommage que Gotaga il s'est pas qualifié, Michael Wad, enfin les Vitality quoi. Il a pris cher lui. Petite intro stylée. C'est insane. Désolé si ça grésille un peu. Jordan Fish. Ah, il avait Gaiden qui avait super perf, il avait fait deuxième. Bah du coup derrière Wax.
controller players in the world, and he's proved it time and time again. With Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the most mechanically skilled and gifted players in all of Fortnite. Now, with this combination of one of you on a controller and one of you on mouse and keyboard, there's got to be some pretty unique strategy that you guys can pull together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And just, you know, me being an aggressive player and having good aim, we really combo together well. I'm hoping we're going to do good.
1000%. Now, Sean, you both competed in the Pro-Am yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby. But your thought process, your strategy going into the day.
Kin derrière, ça me fait trop rire.
I think yesterday was like super fast paced. You get girls to place well, but today we're gonna go for end game place.
Kin Winter un peu.
Fantastic. Well, we're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well might do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you,
Bien sûr, on est pour.
are you ready? Oh, no, I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise, so I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready?
Ouais.
The Fortnite World Cup Finals start now. Let's send it over to your casters, Courage and Ninja. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World
Oh Ninja qui commente.
New York City. Everything on the line here today. My name is Jack Courage Dunlop.
Dommage qu'il n'est pas qualifié lui aussi. Hein. Ah, courage!
No idea, man. These guys have been playing for months, practicing, doing nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
That's it. It's all led to this. I know the nerves absolutely.
Kin et Enter derrière.
Meanwhile, they're paying for $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite today. And Ninja, here's the format for
Qui est ouais, en fait, le format c'est quasiment pareil que Pro AM, sauf que là c'est Pro et Pro. $3 millions pour le premier. C'est beaucoup quand même, hein, les gars, 3 millions.
No, I mean, you're looking at first place, 3 million. I mean, heck, I'd even settle for third at one point. Settle for one point. I'll settle. No, we've been playing out. We've both been competing for a long time. I've been competing for almost 10 years. Prize pool's never even come close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far, $50,000 in their pocket, but their eyes are on that top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now for the Fortnite World Cup Finals. There are so many talented players here today from across the world. We want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Really, anywhere you can use hashtags. I know we both have our predictions.
Absolutely. You want to go first?
No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Micho. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been, I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of the World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout, the qualifications. What are they gonna do that here? Are they gonna go for placement, or are they gonna still WP like they've always been doing?
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. They're looking at it, Mongrel.
Il y a Mitro Mongral là. Ah, c'est du lourd.
So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different points of interest will be so key. You go with a European duo.
Yeah.
I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. And they're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, I mean, you've watched all these guys. You're absolutely one of the best players in the world, but it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well, and I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads is, it's like, it's art, man. You know, what these guys do, it's art, so enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40+ eliminations in Season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways you can watch, though, this weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing a million+ of you guys tuning in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds there that will be a crazy, unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time. I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane.
Packed,
I mean,
man.
this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Tous les gars.
This is literally what I've been waiting for.
Putain, il y a jamais personne.
Playing against no in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotation.
On voit pas de joueur en manette hein, pour l'instant.
Also, things of note to bring up. We're going to be playing on cycling settings here, increase material favorite. You want to explain to everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, you know, eliminations are definitely going to pay off.
Regarde, c'est Nico juste à côté de mon Graal. Skate Vato. Mon Graal Mitro. Là, c'est une grosse équipe, mon Graal Mitro. Ça fait mal, hein.
They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you spend your money on? I don't even want to know. Why not even ask that? Probably a
bunch of candy and energy. And I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas, right? Blue Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah.
You know, Aiden has been landing all qualifiers. You see, you know, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some notes about, you know, Tilted Towers and or Neo Tilted, as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now you play 6 games. You know how detrimental it can be to your mental state if you have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out.
Yeah.
What is your game plan? Go for it, you don't care how many people land there, you just go and play your game,
I think
shy away, what do you do?
Oh man, these guys have been practicing. They know that they're going to be competitive. They know that, and they're not, you know, if they're intelligent players, they're going to play exactly how they've been practicing the last 10 World Cup qualifiers. They're going to go exactly where they go. They're going to push where they're going to push. And you know, they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play, but dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else. Yeah. But you know, I mean, you have one bad game, getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first, that's going to be something you're going to be thinking about in the second game, the third game. Oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah. And I keep seeing you look down, you're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us, but again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. One of the new limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game almost.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we're literally getting like angry and like also like laughing hysterically right when we're about to, you know, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you can be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we played. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played qualifier for ever.
Peut-être que je vous casterai plus souvent des tournois, hein, si ça me plaît.
It's just important to show and let everyone know that, man. Just Epic continues to change the game. Making these qualifiers online, it just allows so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play, you know, from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify. So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like this. I'm just excited about it.
Scarlet Bell.
4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to sit here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it never feels the exact same as it does playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
We'll do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, maybe going to a tournament, any advice, right? You know, it's do exactly what you do at home, right? If you wear socks and you know, no shoes at home, what you gonna do? If you don't wear any socks at all, or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, it's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right? Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drink, whatever the case may be, or you know, eat what you're gonna eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you practice and
I've even heard of something as far as like don't change your sleep schedule. Absolutely, it's like literally take it like it normally is now. Again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line for Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
6 heures. Ah ouais, c'est eux qui ont gagné. C'est 6 heures qui ont gagné le créatif.
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here. It's not to the Batman. You didn't win that, Tyler. It's correct. What's actually happened?
It's correct. No, we got 4th place, but you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Pal, Taco, Pass, just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps, and just a lot of passion from these guys, man. And you know, I was really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 295,000 as a team. I mean, little whips, man, you know, we were just killing it, little ice creams, but that event was so incredible. And just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere again, that Epic changed the game with creative. You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people, hundreds of people here because of creative.
Yeah. And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far it's gone from his original runs he made to now it kind of inspired one of the 3 maps yesterday for you. What was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt mode? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juice, bro.
Okay.
hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're gonna go with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people, like I want that to be a playlist where I can go and play Junkyard Juke, and it just fills with 32 people. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together?
I'm down. Oh, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. Dude, I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around like trying to make it in. It's amazing.
Listen, it's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend. Things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or the individuals and fans who travel, it's their first time in New York City. Such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see again the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the games. We can get it all launched for you, but trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting to start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want, Ninja. The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first pick, Roy, man. Who's it going to be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now.
Yeah,
Make some noise.
Who do you think's going to win today? Scream it, baby. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Mitro.
Here we go. Ladies and
C'est parti, les gars.
the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
This is going to be intense. I mean, there's nothing more, honestly, nerve-wracking than the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to be eliminated. Who's going to be the first one? Yep. You don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. I mean, literally, I knocked him, like, you know, the first game in the Pro, and that was just amazing. You can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
Oh, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested. So you're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji
Ça paye tout de suite. Du côté de Benji Fish. Benji Fishy, excusez-moi.
What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, and any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watched these guys
Ah, c'est Tugs.
every week because they're from the U, so they were before NA qualifiers.
Un spawn où il y a pas mal de monde, hein. Happy Hamlet, qui est mon spawn aussi. Ils sont assez écartés quand même les mates ensemble. On dirige vers Tugs qui en stuff correct.
Now, we mentioned the increased material farming right now, so you're hitting a couple trees, you're getting 20, 30 materials like it's nothing. Let's shift our focus, though, towards the middle of the map here at Dusty Divot, and it looks like Landjock and Punisher go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra and Eclipse, the new Rogue members.
They're wasting a lot of material right now. You can already see it. We've got only a match left. That's 10 builds. These early game fights are always so detrimental. You have to be very, very, very particular with how many mats you're going to use when you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have. Tetra hasn't had any shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little more passively. No, because of those early elims, they now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They pushed out the Asian duo, pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here, as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, you know, they have no rotation items when you're looking over there, so hopefully they find something that's going to help them rotate later. There are no balls that spawn in Dusty, so no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make it to the late game if you guys don't have some sort of crazy rotation, shadow bombs, anything like that.
Here's another fight going on towards Fatal Fields, and with how little materials there are, you got to think these players down low who are already just on light HP are in a tough spot, and there it is. Scarlet and his duo, Bell, get the quick elimination onto Brush. And that's going to push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields to try to hide for a brief moment. Another rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then there's definitely some metal that you can gather around. You know, there's a bunch of cars and things like that. Some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing Sizz.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can hide in that brush there in the cornfields. And Sizz Lucky, these top players who land Fatal Fields, know how to actually navigate the loot in the corn without breaking the corn. So
I need to break the corn every time.
Right, I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz Lucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Brush's cards. So this is key.
You think you should go
Reboot
for it?
Vans, remember, when you get brought back, you only have 100 HP and a common pistol. That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprint back over to that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though, an engagement going out between KBB, Yuang, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's one-by-one right there. I mean, there's another knock with a drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Yuang trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yu. He's got the shield advantage. All he has to do is play this patient. I'm going to be pretty sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take him down, but he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back to full shield. And Yuang now in a tough spot. Do I try to go?
Zex definitely can interrupt this now. He took too long to start going with the res, but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads, taking his time, and he might be dipping out, maybe trying to. He's definitely staying aggressive, but he's going to get the revive off, and now it's a 2-on-1 again.
Zexro staying confident though, knowing right now still at over 150 HP, the teammate has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not gonna happen, and you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head, some solid damage done, but Yuang dropped down to 59 HP, but with that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot. You guys can't see the screen, but there are plenty of people who are outside. They're going to have to start their rotations in. And this is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I's reverse. Our strategy was to try to get in those spots where you can beam people who are going to be flying throughout the sky using a lot of the slipstreams and just taking advantage of, your incredible accuracy.
A little update, too, on Sizz Lucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks. 92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe Clan currently set on up near Lazy Lagoon. And Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for players at home who like to land here?
Yeah, all right, so there's, if you go on the boat, on the ship, every single one of the masts is like worth 200 wood, so you definitely want to go for those and easily get max wood in arena in probably less than 10 seconds. And also there are some metal anchors in town that you can get for about 300 metal, which is, like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left. I mean, how soon is it going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like this is going to be nuts. If you guys don't know what Storm Surge is, basically the team that has done the least amount of damage is going to start taking damage until they get above the damage threshold.
Yes, and it tells the players on their screen what the damage threshold is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Flexi right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds of being caught off guard, and you can get dinked twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70+ players. So you keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is kind of be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush already in the next zone. They're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy that you're going to see a lot of people going to be using throughout this weekend in solos and in duos is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone and honestly just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue to rotate in your favor. I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him. Like going to try to save his team. It's not going to happen. But there's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a, like, the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick now all by himself in a 1 versus 2 as his teammate did go down. You see Parpy and Volks still quite healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Parpy still playing the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds. It does look like Letwick just kind of ran away, but I don't believe Letwick was able to grab his teammates' reboot card. So will basically be by himself for the rest of this game.
You know, it's going to be almost impossible to perform alone when your teammate is knocked. And there's the Storm Surge warning. These guys are 106 above it. You guys can see that, which means that there's somebody who has 106 damage less than them that is currently below the threshold, and they are going to need to hit some people, deal some damage. And that's actually the beauty of Storm Surge, right? You don't necessarily only want people kind of just lingering around in their 1-by-1s, praying that the circle moves to them. You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break out because players need to get above that or they're gonna die. They're not gonna be able to make it.
Now moving towards the Dusty Divot Diner. You see Clicks and Skeptic. Yeah, the very young duo from NA East, and you just said yourself, I didn't even know you could farm this.
I didn't even know you could get down there.
This is the beauty of it, right? These are the top players in the world showing off the little things that they know that really no one else can pick up on. Many teams already stacking here as there's so many materials to be farmed up. And for a lot of players, Ninja, once they get max, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. Yes. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
Serpent and Hype in a pretty decent spot. Yeah. Seeing, if you guys can look on the mini-map that we're staring at, every single team is now in the safe zone. Everyone is safe in the next circle. It is moving in. And double heavy sniper is in play. For those of you guys who do not know, a heavy sniper will take out a metal wall. It'll take out pretty much anything. It does 1,500 damage to structures. So if you have two teammates who have double heavy snipers, they can see a team, line up a shot of somebody hiding in a 1-by-1 and be able to take them out.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side to protect you from the inevitable double snipe. And when we say double snipe, it's as far as 1, 2, 3, shoot. And they both fire at the same time and catch you off guard.
There's absolutely 0 time to react. And one thing you guys we've talked about are the rotation items. We got 6 shadows from this guy, and they have a baller, so they're sitting pretty. I think these guys are in a great spot.
Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate on out of here. Hype and Serpent don't want the fight. And that's Jay now quite weak. With Storm Surge beginning to tick in. Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go. Getting dropped by Storm Surge. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Jeez, man, Storm Surge really does just force people into some pretty tricky situations. But again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams, man. You don't want to be put in that situation where, you know, you have to desperate and push. Maybe a duo that's better than you in combat. You know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov just...
That's a replay.
Was that a replay? They just went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners.
Airwax qui meurt. Désolé les gars, j'étais pas là. Je n'étais pas là. J'étais parti manger, du coup je sais pas comment ça s'est déroulé. Je sais pas si c'est la première ou deuxième game les gars, on verra après. Mais Airwax est mort du coup. Hunter Kinstar en vie.
So many people coming from the south right now, and it's just free kills with guys who are in a top position with solid aim. You're in Texas right now, already getting deep, spamming the space bar, trying to make it difficult as possible to hit. He sees a lot of, look at Ari, trying to figure out right now, where's he going to land? Look at all these people who are already boxed up, they're already creating these tunnels, more shots coming down, and he's going to be able to make it.
Où ça là, hein?
So, that could be, maybe you get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, he might be able to clean up those kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have some minis to replenish that. Just a few brief moments as there's Eclipse now using them. He's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, so they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Save the campfire for the late game, it appears. Ronaldo in the elimination feed right there. Here's a look at Mongol earlier.
Désolé, ça bug les gars. Mon gros micro.
They already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
Super close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too far.
Yep, and material flies, look at that, 135 total builds. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise in game number 1. We'll definitely keep up to date with them. The slipstream slowly inching towards where it begins to shut down Ninja, but with so many slipstreams still available in this current zone, a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map right there. The eastern side of the zone. None of these players really going to be able to play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards Loot Lake if they want to be safe.
Some of the best, these are the best players in the world. Look how close they are to one another, man. I'm so excited when they actually have to force into these fights. Storm's going to start pushing them. I'm sorry, man. I just can't, man. You guys notice also the stinks, man. These players are so talented. It's so hard to spray through their walls.
Ouais les gars, ça bug trop, je vous coupe le live. Hein. Désolé. Non, en plus, il y a personne. Hein.